Good morning, my boils, my ghouls, and my zools. I am out here in the ghetto of Richmond, California for Red Labor. Let's get in there and check this shit out. Today we are in the beachside ghetto of Richmond, California for California's own AK only match, Red Labor. I'm just chilling outside the gates waiting for them to open up. We're gonna get in there, check it out. Today I'm shooting 7.62. We'll see if we can get ourselves a Freedom Week mag. I got some coffee. Let's get this going, man. So I arrived about nap time early and had a little bit of time to wait, so I was able to see the first people coming in. Red Labor is a 200 to 250 round match. There's 5 stages altogether, and being that it's in California, there are restrictions on the rifle. You have to have your featureless grip, and you have to have your 30 round mag or your Freedom Week mag. Success, I was able to secure a borrowed Freedom Week mag. Whew, saved the day. So I did come prepared with 6 10-30 mags, which are 30 round magazines pinned to 10 rounds. You can see the pin here. They're just some mag pulls. I didn't want to spend too much on them. Not going to be using these guys a whole lot, obviously, so I have to pull that pin out and have myself some extra magazines. I was shooting all 7.62. I used my PSA 103 as my main rifle, and I brought my SLR 95 as a backup. And that was just due to the trigger. I have an ALG in the 103, so just wanted to go with the faster trigger. And I'd say a little bit of lighter weight too, so it made it a little easier swinging it around with that featureless grip. One thing I had not anticipated is due to the lateral nature of the stages, because of the nature of the range, spearing the rifle in and out with the featureless grip was actually a little more difficult than I thought. Stage 1 went well. It's just a lateral movement stage, had a couple rounds left over, and wasn't too bad. Nice little warm-up.
Stand by!
Welcome to California. I really was not used to that featureless grip. It was definitely strange loading up and making ready with the featureless grip, and you can hear me going, geez, this is weird.
Oh, this is fucking weird.
But overall, the first stage went well.
That shit was tough. At least for Texas, it's really tough.
The second stage, luckily I was able to scrape up the Freedom Week mag. It was 15 rounds exactly, so you got 2 shots per target. And you can see on this one, I miscounted, and I accidentally shot 3 on one target, and you can hear me just go, oh man, I gotta reload for 1 target. Ugh.
Oh shit. Shit. Gonna have to reload for 1 round, goddamn.
Overall, it went well. I'd say pretty much everybody I was shooting with had Freedom Week mags, so it was pretty easy. Those were shooting 5.45 had a real easy time with stages like this. But, with 7.62, I had to slow up a little bit. Despite my crippled movements, I was still able to make some good times, and you know, even though I had to reload, still made it okay on the stage. Stage 3 had a little bit more movement going on. I decided to go for a little more accuracy on this one and go for A zones, because you were allowed 1 A zone or 2 engagements anywhere on the target, time plus scoring.
Stand by.
I didn't really have too much trouble with that guy. Stage 4, I felt a little more warmed up, a little more accustomed to the rifle, and you know, it just went better and better through the day. I mostly ended up using that Freedom Week mag on every single stage. I only had to actually reload a couple times because of the way each stage was set up. Most of them were about 15 rounds, somewhere around there, and some of them were, you know, 14, some of them were 17, you know, just to make you have to reload at least once.
Alrighty. I see why people are doing that. Okay. All right. Are you ready? Ready. Are you ready? Ready. Stand by. Stand by. Oh. Yeah, finish show clear.
Yeah, it should be clear. Let's try to count them.
Clear, hammer down.
By the time I was getting to the last stage, I felt like I was actually finally getting used to the rifle a little bit. I definitely admit I could have trained a little more on the fin grip, but, you know, it's not something that I really hope to be good at, you know, much like I don't hope that anybody in California has to be good at it for very much longer. But I was really impressed with the way people were actually able to train around the limitation of the grip. It is a little weird having to do reloads with that fin grip and keep your thumb vertical. So stage 5, I was finally getting used to this featureless grip. I blew by 2 targets, unfortunately, so it hurt me pretty bad, but...
Alrighty.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Thank you.
Luckily, we had a couple people that were actually shooting clip-fed guns, so my overall score wasn't that terrible. They weren't the only people the day that were shooting clip-fed guns. Some people were shooting SKSs, and we had the total Chad on our squad shooting the Garand. Pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. So at the end of the day, there was a very familiar stage. It's very much like the wood chop at Texas Kalashnikov. Tony, the match director, sets out a 2x4 or 4x4, and basically everybody lines up and shoots it.
Make ready! Everybody making ready. for the end of the annual Red Labor 2022 AK match. We got the diehards here with their AKs and Mosins SKS about to do Mad Ivan on a 2x4. Are you ready? Stand by! Go!
It's not a scored thing, it was just for fun. At the end of the match, I handed over my Kalashnikov fin grip to Tony, the match director, and at Red Labor with Tony. He's the director of Red Labor. This is fin grip for Kalashnikov, won by who?
Chris Sachetano.
Chris Sachetano. So congratulations, Chris. Hope you enjoy the grip. Hopefully you don't need it much longer. But, you know, I know he's a real shooter too, so don't think he's going to need it. I think he travels a little bit. So overall, if you're in California, even if you're in Southern California, I'd recommend traveling up to that match. If you're over in Utah or Oregon, yeah, I'd recommend even heading down to it. It's a fun match. It only happens once a year. So it's set up mostly like a local match. There's just more competitors than usual. We were actually smoking along through the day. Everybody was pretty good about taping. Everybody was pretty good about making ready, getting through the stage, and not really messing around. We were butting up against the squad that was in front of us every single stage. So by the time the wood shop came, we actually had a little bit of time to wait around. And, you know, so I just got some water, went around, you know, saw some people, talked to people. So there actually is a clubhouse on site at the range. So after the wood shop, we did get to put the rifles away, have a couple beers. I did get to meet Chris Sachetano, the winner of the day. He got 100%, smoked through it. So I did it all right for the day. I was happy with my performance. I figured I was actually going to come in around, you know, last because I wasn't trained up on the rifle whatsoever. And I was able to at least make up some time on some stages. Unfortunately, missing those 2 targets, I did get 24 seconds of penalties for the day overall. So it did knock me down to 32nd. So I really honestly thought I was going to get somewhere around 50th or something like that. So I'm actually pretty pleased with my performance. It could have been much better. Obviously, had I not missed those targets, I would have been, yeah, about 15 spots more. So, yeah, unfortunate I missed those targets. But the day went well. Everybody I shot with was really great, really sweet people. Tony, the match director, Greg, his assistant for the day, fantastic people, great shooters. Chris, I didn't get to see shoot, but like I said, he got 100%. Zero. Oh, he actually did get 2 penalties. Still got 100%. Wow. So I was averaging actually about my overall. The first 2 stages I came in around like 33rd or something like that. I did finally start picking it up at the 3rd stage. I think I got 20th, 21st. I got 21st on the 3rd stage. So went better overall. So it went a little better for me division-wise. The vast majority of people there were shooting open, which means you have optics and, you know, your full 30-round mag. There was a few Ironside Andys there, but not too many of them. I got 22nd in my division, so, you know, pretty good division-wise. There was some people that were shooting 22s, and there were some people shooting 9s. What was that, a Chiappa 22 I saw? Honestly, he was doing pretty good. If you find yourself in California around Labor Day, it's a fun match. I would recommend doing it. It was cheap. I think it was $25. It's a 200 to 250 round match, so the round count's a little higher than a local match, but it is a 5-stage match, and the length of it is about the length of a local match, so beware. It's not something you want to travel from, you know, New York to do. I was in California for a few other things and, you know, went up to Richmond to do the match, and I don't regret it. It was a little bit out of the way. I don't regret it. I had a lot of fun. I gotta thank Tony and Greg from Red Labor. They were really helpful, really sweet guys, really helpful in getting my rifle California compliant, and no hitches through the day. Everything was a lot of fun. And also everybody I met over at the clubhouse that I didn't get to squad with, everybody was very sweet people, had a great time afterwards. And if I find myself in California on Labor Day again, I'll be back. I'll definitely be back. It's a really fun match. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a fun video to make. That was a really fun match to shoot. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this little journey. If you want some more content like this, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications, and buy some Raid Shadow Legends.